team, yo, never let your dream die. Never stop climbing for your goals, I know they seem high. Gotta learn to practice patience, take your time and map your scheme out. Level up, now you live a life these niggas.
Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy K Mitch, and we back. Episode 4 of the Social Currency Podcast, and I brought none other than Houston's own, Northside's own, Acres home own, Darnell Jackson from Darnell Courier, LLC, man. Y'all welcome Mr. Darnell Jackson in the building, man. Hey, what's up, brother, man? Thank you for stopping through the Social Currency Podcast,
yeah,
man.
No problem. Happy to be here.
Man, yes, sir. So what we do as a tradition here at the Social Currency Podcast, we want to pay homage and show respect and appreciation to every guest that we have, right? So we're going to give you this token of our appreciation. It's a bottle of rosé. I know you don't drink. When we was talking, you told me you ain't never drunk or smoked a day in your life.
Yeah.
But you can post that up if you got a bar or something, you know.
Oh, for sure. I got a bar
commemorative
for the ladies.
That's just showing acknowledgement, bro, that you turned your pain into champagne, and that the hand that you was dealt, it might not been the best, but you made it a deck of aces, man. So
for sure.
We giving you your roses, and we giving you and acknowledging the fact that you turned your pain to champagne.
Appreciate it,
so,
bro.
Yeah, man, that's
Appreciate
just something
for, sure.
for us to show our respect and acknowledgement, just on your hustle and that, who you are as a human. You know what I'm saying? And
right
as a
on.
person. So let's just dive right on into it, man. So tell the world who Darnell Jackson is and where you come from. Give us like an insight on your background story.
All right. I'm from Acres Home, North Side, Houston, Texas.
Fo. Y'all know what's
man.
up.
So I grew up in Acres Home.
You went to Eisenhower?
Eisenhower.
Okay.
Been on my own for the longest. You know what I mean? Out in the street. My mama, my family, they all passed away. Parents, mama, daddy, grandparents on both sides. My mama, she died in my arms.
You don't mind me asking, how did that happen?
Sick. All of them. Yeah, they all just died one by one.
Damn.
So I was homeless, all through high school. In middle school, too.
What middle school you went to?
Hoffman,
okay.
Yeah, all through middle school, you know what I mean? So I was in the streets, hustling, typical stuff, selling dope. Couldn't have no job at 13.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I sold dope
early. You was supposed to be the man of the house, so you had
Ain't
to
no house.
Yeah, you was forced to be a man.
Yeah, on the streets. Yeah, so, and people, I wasn't going to homeless shelter like 9th grade because somebody told the school that I was sleeping at the bus stop, so they put me out the classroom, and they found out, and they asked me for like phone numbers and address. I couldn't get that, so they sent me to the homeless shelter. So I was living in a homeless shelter 9th grade, in and out high school, homeless shelter, going line trying to get out. I get out, then somebody snitch on me again. They sent me back to the homeless shelter.
That's crazy,
yeah,
bro. And
so,
that's actually, I want to just interject for a minute. That's actually admirable for you to be going through the living situations that you was going to, but you still made sure that school was your main priority.
Oh, yeah, I went to
school each and every day.
Man, I used to hustle all day,
that's
bro.
That's admirable, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. I used to hustle all day and get on the bus. 6 o'clock in the morning.
Now, that's gangster.
Yeah.
Because most people use their living situation as a reason not to go to school. Like, fuck it. You know, my living situation's fucked up. School is the last thing on bro mind, but he made it he made it a priority to make sure that even though his living situations were what it was and he had to do what he had to do in life to survive, he still made sure that he put education first, man. So that just go to show you the power of knowledge, man, and just steadily want to equip yourself with the knowledge. But continue on, bro. I just had to shine light on that, bro.
The main thing is I know how to stick to a task. So my mama told me make sure I graduate and go further. So one thing, when I'm locked in on something, I make sure I complete it. Nothing I ever did in life, I stopped.
Yeah.
If I do anything, I complete it. You know what I mean? Anything like in life. So that was one of the things. And then moving forward from that, Greens Point. So I'm hustling. I stopped. I wound up getting shot up. That's like 2006. Me and this chick got shot 4 times. She got shot twice. So I had to quit hustling because I couldn't run no more from the laws and stuff. So my leg, I got bullet holes all in my body. You know what I mean? But so from now, I had to go to college. So I want to go in the Lone Star. And before my mama died, she told me graduate college because my own family was thinking I was gonna be dead or in jail, and they would just be like a delinquent. So my family was against me, my aunties and all of them. You know what I mean? Kin folks and stuff.
So that's usually how it be. It be your own people. That want to push you towards your demise as opposed to push you towards your potential.
Right. So once again, I had to graduate, graduated my liberal arts degree. Then I feel like when no job out there, no liberal arts degree, I found out that was a bullshit degree.
So when you went and got that liberal arts degree, what was your intention behind it? Like you was like, okay, I'm gonna get a liberal arts degree so I can do what?
Man, I don't even know. My mama just said just graduate college. I just picked anything.
You just was trying to complete the task.
Yeah,
like
so
that's what you do.
the goal was just for her, complete it. That's what she told me to do,
That's real.
complete it. So it was never for me to use it for nothing. It was just complete it. So I wanted to get that degree within 3 years, and from now, I was out there back in the streets because I couldn't find no job or whatever.
That's typically how it go. Even for people who go to college, they go to college and get a degree in a career field that when they actually graduate and come into the real world, they can't find a job that's within the career field, so they end up settling for something that is completely against what they went to school for.
Right.
From jump, and now they stuck paying taxes on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Paying
Right.
back school loans and shit like that.
But I'm gonna tell you the coldest one. Me and my brother got smart because we were both homeless. We went to TSU to live on campus, and that's how we wound up having a place to stay. We used the financial aid to live on campus for like a year. So they give you free breakfast.
Everything.
Yeah, the whole thing. So we got a dorm. So if people out there ain't got no place to stay, and you out there, go to college, live on campus, get financial aid. That's free game.
And because ultimately the education system is just like the prison system. They gonna give you somewhere to stay. They gonna give you 3 hots in a cot. Bro say they got breakfast, they got lunch, and they got dinner. So you have the option, right? That's the fork in the road. You can either go to the education system and find somewhere to stay and change your life, or you can go to the prison system and have somewhere to stay and change your life. The choice is yours. But that's why we bring people like Darnell on the Social Currency Podcast to show you to take that right at the fork in the road as opposed to going left, because ultimately it's the same opportunity. You just got to choose what it is you want to do. So keep going, bro. It's just you really dropping some game early, so I gotta shine
for
light
sure,
on
man. You go to college, man, live on campus, and you can get a career. Start a, you know what I'm saying, find a career, and you got free housing. You know what I mean? That's the best way to go.
So y'all done finesse the financial aid. You and your brother staying on campus now at TSU. Y'all got some motion. Y'all got somewhere to stay. Now what? Do you already have the liberal arts degree yet?
No, that was before I went to Lone Star. So I got shot up while I was going to TSU. So when I went to TSU, they wouldn't take me back because I failed all the classes because I couldn't make the finals because I got shot in December 4th.
What happened, if you don't mind me asking? What was it? Was a robbery going on?
Yeah, I walked, man, this girl, she came to my crib. So I'm trying to walk her back to the car. I already had another girl coming over there already, but she popped up. So me walking to her car, some dude was out there. It's a long story, but they wound up coming downstairs. Actually, do I know anybody that lived in the place that just came down, which we didn't know. They left, but I told her something don't feel right. It was just something over me I felt, because I looked at the dude, he was all black shoes, black everything. You know what I mean? I could tell he was kind of nervous while he was talking to me, like he wanted to do something, but he couldn't because I was looking man in his eyes. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So he drove off, but I told something wasn't right. But no, before you know it, they reversed back. They reversed all the way back. And the other dude, the passenger side, the one who shot us up, and that dude was in the car the whole time next to us. So he could have killed us right there the whole time. It wasn't, But I guess the dude came down and probably told him just go get them for whatever reason. There wasn't no robbery or nothing. They just shot us up. It was for no reason. They shot us twice in the back. They shot me 4 times. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
it's a testament to you know, your purpose.
Right.
You still here. And with a situation being like that wasn't meant for you, but you had to endure it. Obviously, that helped you build your character and get your perspective in the right position in order to avoid being in that type of situation again. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
So from that point, like I said, you said you and your brother living on TSU campus. Now give us the rest of the story from how you decide. Yeah.
Well, tell me how we decided to live on TSU.
Just once y'all already got on campus, then what was the everyday game plan? Y'all was going to school?
Man, I wasn't going to class, man. I just wanted a place to stay.
Yeah.
I wasn't caring about going to school.
Yeah.
I didn't start worrying about school till my mom was about to die, and then she told us to go and get that college degree.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Then I wound up going and go grabbing that and taking off with that when I was on with the Lone Star. But TSU, I was just living there. Yeah. Just wanted a place to stay. That's it.
That's player.
Yeah.
That's player, man. So look, man, we're gonna dive into the second question. So coming from your background, Acres home, hustling in the streets, parents dying, everybody in your family dying, what made you want to start a courier service coming from where you come from? And who introduced you to the opportunity? And who were your resources to help you get it started?
So check this out. I was traveling. I was traveling all around the United States at one point in time. So I was living in Seattle, living in Brooklyn, LA, everywhere. So when I was traveling, I was seeing a lot of people with these vans everywhere. So I don't want to be no 18-wheeler. I don't like them big-ass trucks, box trucks. I never wanted none of that.
Yeah.
And there was too much going on with getting the CDL and all that. But these people with these vans, I just started pulling over, asking them, because I had a partner named Nelly. Like, he like one of my best friends. Nelly, he's the original Nelly, who Nelly from St. Louis Ticks got his name from. So Nelly, he about 53, but he's the original Nelly from St. Louis. But I met him on the road. So me and him was my partner. So we in Seattle and Portland and all that, and we seen these vans. We used to pull over.
So when you was traveling, what you was doing? Where were you at in your life?
I create the maps for Apple.
Okay.
Yeah, so I created.
So you was driving with the camera on the car.
Yeah,
boom,
so we created GPS for Apple, and we gotta get out the car and take pictures and everywhere. So
got you.
Every hood, every city, every block, I seen them all. But them vans, because I'm seeing them vans over and over again. So when them vans came, we had wound up just pulling over, asking people, "Hey man, what y'all doing in them vans?" You know what I mean? And they'll tell us like, "Yeah, we moving this." And they just picking their brains. And we see vans in these nice houses. Like every time we see a nice house, they had like a white van in the driveway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, all these motherfuckers making this money with this van, get this house like. So we seen one black dude watching this van. We pulled over. He was like, "Hey man, what you doing with that van?" He said, "We rent them out to people who travel." So he said he make like $500 a day just renting his van out. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn. So we just started seeing white vans everywhere, just everywhere on the road. And we started paying more and more attention. Like,
so that's law of attraction, right?
Yeah,
like
so
even something simple as like when you buy a car. Like let's just like my bro, he bought a car, right? He bought if you can buy a Mercedes-Benz GLK or C-Class or something. And as soon as you put that motherfucker on the road, you're going to start seeing C-Classes everywhere, right? Because it's law of attraction. So that's the same thing with how you found your business opportunity. You start seeing the white vans and you inquired about it. And with your inquiries, you found out that there was money behind it. There was a money opportunity.
There's a lot of money behind it. And you don't need a lot. Ain't much required for that. You don't need no CDL. You don't need no DOT. You don't need no MC. You know what I mean? No authority. You don't need none of that. And
all bro had to do in order to monetize an idea and an opportunity was just ask a question. So that's really the game that I'm getting from what bro telling me. A lot of people have monetization opportunities right in front of them, but they afraid to ask the questions necessary to capture that opportunity. So if something is striking your interest, don't be afraid to ask the question because it might be $sign right behind that answer.
Right
Obviously,
on.
bro is a testament to that. He a testament to that. So
right on.
Never be afraid to ask no question. There ain't no such thing as no dumb question.
Right. So then after that, I just started researching, just started Googling, and then my cousin he had a client that was in the medical stuff.
Okay.
So I had to pick his brain. You know what I'm saying? This dude named Adrian. So I picked his brain, but he just told me the little stuff I needed to start, and then from that I just evolved it. So I do it kind of different. So I took what I learned from all of them, and then I formed my own blueprint of how I run my stuff.
That's exactly
you know what I mean?
How you supposed to do it.
Yeah. So I do my stuff different from what everybody else do it. You know what I mean? So I don't know you get into that question there, but I go in a little bit details about exactly like what I do. But that's how I started doing what I was doing because I didn't want to come back home working for nobody.
Got you.
So like doing that, I do a lot of driving as it is. You know what I mean? But when I seen that, I said that's gonna be my escape. So I ain't gotta work for nobody. I work for myself. I'm gonna invest into a van, learn the game, and jump out there.
So let me ask you this: what was your transition? So once bro gave you the game and let you know what he does with his vans, you got the knowledge. You seen what you need in order to monetize your idea. So what was that? What was the next step? What was the transition point to take you from working for Google, setting up the GPSs to you driving in your first van, securing your first contract, and actually starting your own courier business? What was that transition like?
When COVID had happened. So when COVID happened,
which was a blessing.
Yeah, COVID happened. So during that time, I paid attention to essential and non-essential workers. And I realized the transportation didn't stop. So during that time, transportation was going on. What the hell was going on? Hospitals and, nursing homes and stuff. So
because they had stopped taking flights. Like, people couldn't fly and shit.
Yeah.
So a lot of traveling, logistics.
Shit, couldn't nobody make no money, period. Only like probably those two was the only thing that was really going on. So I realized if this were ever shut down, transportation and medical is gonna be there. So I jumped in both, transportation and medical. Shit, I got both. I got both of them. It don't matter if this shit shut down, bro. I'm still make money.
You gonna still rock?
Yeah, my shit ain't going nowhere. You know, I got a post office contract and I got the medical contract.
That's dope.
Yeah, so those are two I paid attention to. So I went and grabbed them. Cause I paid attention with COVID. I said, all right, they shutting that shit down. They shutting that. All right, this still booming. This booming. All right, I'm gonna go run this, and I'm gonna go grab. I can get this transportation because this ain't going nowhere, and I'm gonna get these two contracts because these ain't going nowhere. So those are three: transportation, medical, post office. They complain about it. People at the post office complaining they got to work every day. I need that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, are you in a position now to where the courier business is your sole provider of income? Obviously, you got other hustles and streams, but you don't have to work for nobody. You're in a position where, you know, the business opportunities and ideas that you've established are creating your financial wealth. And,
yeah, Courier is one of my main things. But, I mean, I teach now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's my other avenue. So right now, yeah, the Courier. But I believe the Courier is for me to give people the game. Too much money out here with the Courier. Nobody even know about it.
Yeah, it's like untapped potential.
Yeah, everybody jumping to 18-wheelers and box trucks and this stuff. These people been driving around us all this time.
So the turnaround to get your CDL to hop in a 18-wheeler is what? What's the turnaround time? I'm talking about somebody who pick up the book, got to study the book, to take the test, to get a CDL, to actually be in position to get a job. What's
I don't know, probably about a month. I don't know. Probably
versus the courier business. What's the turnaround time in the courier business? So tax season coming up. That's why I'm jumping down on y'all, because tax season coming up and that money gonna be burning a hole in y'all pockets. Y'all ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. You gonna ask your bitch, let me flip the taxes again for the third or fourth year, and still ain't got no idea. So I'm giving you the game on how to turn. When you tell Bay, hey, Bay, let me flip the taxes this year, I got a solidified plan. My man giving it to me. What's the turnaround? What's the expense? What's the expenses?
I'm gonna tell you. You get contracts with using your own car. You don't even need a van for all the contracts. You got people that got their own car that making $900 a day, one stop, $985 a day in their car, driving U Valley and they come back. They got another woman, she make $450 a day. She got 2 stops. She just drive San Antonio and come back home.
So you ain't saying, hold on, I'm gonna stop you for a minute, King. So you ain't saying like Uber Eats, motherfucking Lyft. None of that shit. You talking about some real life business, yeah. $900 a day. Cause I know we all come from the streets, and the rule of thumb was if you could make a rack a day, you was on your way to something. Yeah. So you saying this lady make $900 a day and she make 2 stops? No, now the one dude he make $985 a day, 1 stop, and the other lady she make $450 a day, 2 stops. Be home every night. You be home every night. Don't leave Texas. $3,100 a week. She make $3,100 a week. And they make it for themselves, minding their own business. They not paying somebody else and then getting the crumbs. Right. They getting the loaf. I had a contract. I had a Hollywood contract where I used to drive to Austin and where the movie sets and pick up the COVID test with Ben Affleck and Lise Braga from Queen of the South. So I go to the movie and watch them take their COVID test, and I transport it to the like facility. Quest Diagnostics or whatever, yeah, so they can drop it off. They pay me $400 a day for that. So I read that 7 days a week. Where do you acquire this information in order to seek out these contracts? Yeah, they got to come to my class. You got to come to the class. So give them some game on the class, man. Give them some game on the class. So tax season right around the corner, y'all. So I'm trying to give y'all some game on what to do with this 8-9 bands y'all about to get before y'all go to the Galleria and let them people trick y'all out the streets, man. Hey, bro, gonna show y'all how to flip that 9 into 18 and an 18 to 36, man. Y'all know how it go. So you got to go to the class though. So give them some game on the class. I'm gonna tell you something. Even with the Uber Eats, anything you got going on, it's all about contracts. It's if you got a delivery service, you run everything. Uber Eats, I don't give a damn. It's Uber, I don't care what it is. You run everything. So you can't think you too good to make all that type of money, because just say you got a contract and it run from 7 to 10:30 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 10:30 in the morning. You might have another run from like 11 to 1 o'clock. You might have a gap, a 3-4 hour gap. That's when you need to do your Uber Eats and fill that gap in and keep that money going in.
See, people don't have their mind wired like that. You want to keep that money coming in. You don't want no gaps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uber Eats, you can just turn it on. Like, money don't stop.
It don't stop.
You want to keep it going. So people, I think they're too good for
and that
Uber Eats.
and if I had to ask you, that mindset that you have, which is a very productive mindset, what is that a byproduct of? If you had to say it from your own perspective, what that type of mindset that everybody don't have, but has the potential to have, what is that a byproduct of for you, for Darnell?
That's ambition and drive and dedication. It's about the money. You know what I mean? It's about the money.
Say those 3 words again, because those 3 words are very pivotal to financial success, and a lot of people don't really prioritize those words enough. What did you say again? It was 3 of them that you just said.
Ambition, dedication, and shit. I forgot the other one.
Ambition, dedication, and it was something else that he said, but
yeah.
Whatever the third one is, those, man, you gotta have ambition, man. You can't wait for somebody to tell you it's an opportunity. You gotta have the initiative to want to get out, the self-motivation to go out and say, man, I'm gonna be better than I was yesterday. I'm gonna
piggyback off of that. One of my contracts before I started teaching paid $70, right, a day. A lot of people still contract like that and won't even touch it. Right, but I did, and that contract was only like an hour to complete it. I run that contract every day in the month, so I make $21.70 off driving just an hour back. You know what I'm saying? 30 minutes, 30. I complete like the Heights. I had a hospital that I dropped in the Heights, Memorial City, Katy, and Cypress. So it take me an hour to run that route. So $70 a day, $21.70 a month. And I'm doing the math right. And my law cost $3,000, so that $21.70 pays majority of that law. And I'm on working 31 hours out that month. You feel what I'm saying? That's an hour a day, 31 days in a month. So I'm working 31 hours. People ain't making $21.70 even in 40 hours.
In 40 hours, in 80 hours.
So it's a mind. It's a mind state. If I didn't get the law, I could have bought a G-Wagon and just used that 1 hour. That's $70. People like, there ain't no money.
Yeah.
It's money you work it every day.
And it's crazy that you just said that, and that's really powerful because I'm reading Rich Dad Poor Dad right now, and one thing that he said is that the middle class buy like luxuries based off of their cash flow,
right?
And what you did was what he recommended was, but the rich buy luxuries based off their asset column.
Right.
So you created an asset that can pay for something that you don't have to come out of pocket for.
That's what my contract paid for.
So you got the blueprint exactly how people need to start living. Like, create an asset column that can pay for and suffice for the luxuries that you want in your life. So if you want a G-Wagon, if you want a motherfucking loft downtown, if you want a Rolex, create and establish an asset that's gonna pay for that, as opposed to you having to pay for that out of your income that you're getting from your job or whatever it is the case may be. So keep that, man. Y'all take that game and run with it, man. Bro didn't run and get a loft first. He established an asset column to pay for the luxury that he wanted. And now he not even coming out of pocket to pay for that. And he's only working 30 hours to pay for a loft downtown. To work. Come on, man.
To get you a contract and that pay for whatever you want. Just get you a contract. Not harder. Yeah.
And the opportunities are here in 2023. That's what COVID taught us.
Right.
So, man, just keep dropping it on us. So now you say, because I want to know a little bit more about this class. So drop some game on that. The person, like I say, I got my bro here. He drive for FedEx right now. So he's coming to some game.
FedEx,
if he wants to start right now.
I'm going to give you game. First of all, let me piggyback on the FedEx, how the FedEx people is losing. I got somebody hit me up, and he said he make $200 a day. And he be having like 200 stops. You getting paid $1 a stop, bro. I got a contract that pay you $10 a stop with your own car. $1, man, Courier people, man, hell no. $1 a stop. You know, I did one stop, made $1,600. Driving to San Antonio or driving to Brownsville. I had to take.
Texas.
Yeah, I had to take a rocket part for Elon Musk for SpaceX. They paid me $1,600 just to drop that off. That's one. When I did when I drove to the COVID test with the Hollywood contract, that was one stop. That's just one. That's 400.
You ain't gonna give us no game on where you getting these connects from, bro. Cause that's really the game.
I get a contract in class. I give them 30.
So
I give them all my contracts.
So y'all can listen, man. You gotta take the class, man. Tell them where they can tap in and get the access to the class, big bro.
Darnell Bold and Raw. I got everything on there, contact information and my prices. So I help you get your LLC. If you living in Texas, I help you get your LLC.
Give me the cost. Give me the cost and what all of them.
So if you get the LLC, 30 contracts, I do your resume for you, and what the fourth thing? I do something else too for you. I do 4 things.
You do so much shit. He didn't.
Hold on, LLC.
What he do for you?
Yeah, LLC, resume, the contracts. It's something else I throw in
so
there.
You actually get somebody their first contract to start monetizing.
I give them 30 of them.
You get them 30.
Yeah, I give them 30 for you to apply for. I give it's $200 package. My first is $200 package. So but if you don't want the package, pay $125. You want to get the LLC by itself, $65, which they charge way more to do an LLC anywhere.
They charging $200-$300.
Yeah, to do that. So the resume, $50 you want to put in the package. That's $50. But then, of course, I give you the contract. I think that's it right there. Yeah, LLC, the class. Oh, that's what I'm missing. LLC, the class, the 30 contracts, the resume.
How long is the class? Is it Zoom? Is it in person?
About 2 hours.
Houston, can I pull up on you? You have in-person class?
So if you come to Houston in person, if you out of town somewhere, I'll do Zoom. You know what I mean? We do Zoom like that.
So it don't matter where you located in this United States of America. If you want to turn your tax money or some extra money into Courier, start you a Courier business to monetize that and take that money and make more money, it don't matter where you located in the country, man. My man, he gonna get you right, whether it's in person or on Zoom. So y'all make sure y'all tap in, bro. He said $200.
Yeah, $200. That's cheaper than getting the LLC. And I'm getting that package. You get the LLC with that package. I do it for you. You know what I mean? So you ain't got to worry about no commercial insurance. I'm teaching about the insurance you need. My insurance ain't nothing but $188 just for my van a month. That's it. So the people that's in box trucks and all they don't even know about this. They paying $1,500, $2,000 for insurance. With this, you just cargo insurance. It's no overhead.
With showing you how to limit your expenses and maximize your profit. That's the business that we in, man. That's when you create real wealth, when you can minimize your expenses and maximize your profit.
That's the game. Capital. Low risk, high reward.
Man.
Low risk. You ain't gotta chase the money because your van ain't gonna be nothing but $300. Insurance could probably be $200. So you ain't gotta be out on the road like the people in them 18-wheelers. Ain't no overhead. I mean, the tires don't cost that much. I get a used tire for $30. Gas, my gas $28
to fill up the
van. I got a 4-cylinder.
And a full tank will take you from H-Town to where? If you
Dallas.
got a contract.
Dallas. So they pay me $5. Yeah,
it's all simple math, man. I hope if y'all watching, tapped in right now, just do the numbers in your head, and because I'm sitting here right now, and I'm the host of the show, and shit, I'm thinking about giving bro $200 Zelle as soon as we finish, because I can crank it up. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no overhead. It ain't no overhead. I keep all the money. Like when I make my money, I keep it all. The insurance $188 my van paid for. I don't got no overhead. I don't pay nothing. It ain't nothing I pay for. Everything. That's it. I just pay $180. I keep all the money. Every penny don't go to nothing.
But your pocket.
But my pocket. It ain't like when they be breaking down these 18-wheelers and they had to pay that and
fuel, then you got to pay the broker, then you got to repairs.
They ain't got to do none of that.
Then you keep the leftover.
A whole day, $28 to run off for my contracts in a day. $28. That's it.
That's all it costs.
That's it. $28. But that $28 is making you $500.
Come on, man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
So
we talking about $472 profit, man.
It's a new game. This gonna be the new game.
You can do that every day. You can make 6 figures easy in your sleep. What they say, you gotta make $272.
You need to make
$100.
I'm gonna tell you need to make $1,900. You need to make $276 a day, 7 days a week.
To make
$100,000, you need to make $385 a day, 5 days a week to make $100,000.
And he's showing you how to make $472 a day to be a $200,000 person.
Yeah. $276
and it
a day.
can ultimately take you $28 a day to make that money. Oh yeah, he ready to give FedEx the 2 weeks notice right now.
So you already can tell somebody makes 6 figures. Just ask how much they make a day. Stop going places that pay you by the hour. You need to know how much you make per day. Per day is $276 a day to make 100,000. That's right. 385 a day. Monday through Friday is also 100,000. That's with Saturday and Sunday off. So if y'all not hitting those numbers 5 days a week, 385, or 7 days, 276, you're not making 100,000. You feel me? You get a contract, you split that 276 up between two, and then it make it easier for you. You know what I mean?
Even if you go in business with a partner and y'all bust that down, that's $50,000 of passive income on top of your job. So even that, like even if you would take it like that, like let's just say you don't want to quit your day job because it's opportunities where you can create passive income that can take care of all your expenses, and then your check could be your luxury, what you play with. But that's the thing, we got to allot time to be able to do that. So these are the opportunities that are golden, to have people like you on the show to give us exposure to these opportunities that we know nothing about, that we ignorant about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I call it social currency.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, I said, if we were walking somewhere, somebody say, let me give you $20 to sit here for an hour. I say, would you do it? They say, hell no. I say, what you doing at a job? They paying you $20 to sit there. But you won't do that, but you will work for the $20. And people ain't making $20.
That's a hell of an analogy. He said, if I gave you $20 to sit here for an hour, would you do it? Right? But ultimately, that's what we commit ourselves to doing every day.
Some they do it they do it for $17. They'll sit there for an hour.
Some people do it for less than that.
$10. I give you $10. Sit your ass here for an hour. I'm gonna be back. I said, I'll give you $17. You sit your ass right here for an hour, bro. I'll be back. Don't move.
Yeah, at all.
And they won't listen to me, but listen to them. They let them talk to me in kind of way.
But you know why, right? Because they look at you, right? You come from the same mud they come from, and they feel like your motive is to fuck them over.
Yeah.
But really, you putting your faith in the wrong person, because this person want to see you come up, because y'all come from the same background. Y'all came from the same dirt, so he want to see you win and shine just like he winning and shining.
Right.
But we got to get out of that pessimistic mind state that everybody trying to fuck us over, and we got to be able to receive game. I feel like it's a lot of people who limit their potential and possibilities of attaining real wealth because they don't know how to receive knowledge.
Right.
And that's the whole premise of this platform, is because for this 50 minutes or an hour that I got people like you on here, or people like Brewster, or people like Alex Soria, or Tavares Mack, I want you to really lock in and just soak up the game. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I can't make you go do it. Like Brewster say, you still got to be the one who hit Darnell up on Instagram and say, hey, bro, I got $200. I'm ready to cash app you right now. When can I start the class?
Right.
I can give you the game all day till we blue in the face. But if you don't take it and run with it, it's game lost.
Yeah, that's true. You know, a lot of people is not even, if you don't know how to operate in the world independently on your day-to-day stuff, you cannot be independent working. A lot of people depend. No, you can't. A lot of people is not made to be independent. Yeah. They just made to be workers because they got their mind frame. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta learn. You gotta pay. Are you paying your own bills? Are you housing yourself? Are you taking care of your own self? Are you how often are you depending on stuff? People depend on everybody all day. They job, they parents. They probably live on everything around. They depend on something, but they trying to be their own boss. That ain't gonna work.
Not one facet of their life are they depending on themselves.
Right. And all my life, like I told you, go back to what we said when I was homeless. Now you see why I've been independent this whole time. I don't know how to operate being dependent on nothing. I don't know how to function at a job. And I'm too much of a leader, man.
That's the caveat, right? Because you have people who ultimately encompass situations like you did in your past, right?
Yeah.
But then a lot of people that we are around in our environments when we was coming up, they use that as a reason to go down the wrong path or do fuck shit. Like, man, shit, my mama and them died, bro. I'm homeless. Shit, I ain't got no choice but to rob. I ain't got no choice but to hustle. I ain't got no choice but to...
And them type of people, they avoid me because I never did drugs or smoked
or alcohol what was admirable about you. When I hit you, and I was trying to get set up for the interview today, I was like, man, I want to have something you'll drink and choice. You like, bro, I ain't never drunk or smoked a day in my life. And just that statement that you made to me over the phone told me everything about you, and I had never seen you in person.
Yeah.
That let me know that you focus. That let me know that you move with intent and intention.
Man, one thing about me, man, I do what I want to do and I don't do what I don't want to do.
Say it again.
I do what I want to do and I don't do what I don't want to do. Nobody can never convince me. I sold dope the whole time. They out there smoking and stuff. They already know to come over here with me, that weed. If I feel like you high, I'm not finna talk to you, bro. You drunk, I'm not finna talk to you.
You off your nose.
Because I'm always talking about some real shit, and I feel like my work can be wasted on you high. You know what I mean? Because I'm always talking about like some real shit. Like,
that's a man who value what he brings to the table. He say, if you high and you can't receive what it is that I'm giving you, I can't talk to you like that.
All my partners know,
time.
Yeah, man. Don't come with me smoking that weed. I don't hang with. I got a lot of partners, but I don't hang with they. Hey, smoke. We talk on the phone, but all that smoke, nah, I'm good, dog. Yeah, man. I never did that. I'm tell you the reason why though. Just going back to the type person I am, you know, back in the 90s, you come down there smoking and stuff, it should scare me because back in the 90s, they used to always have drugs, alcohol being bad, like beating your wife and boys in the hood was considered with the drink with 40 ounces.
It was associated to fucked up shit.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah. So that right there, I always thought that if I did it, that was going to happen. Nowadays, it's cool because margaritas, they got all these happy people got money and doing and stuff like that, but back in the day, it was like the 90s. They made motherfuckers scared to do drugs and alcohol. They don't have 40 ounce MD 2020. No, it wasn't none of this type of stuff they drinking now.
I just talked to my grandma for New Year's Eve, and she was talking about how she wanted to get up by La Boone's Farm. Yeah, she said I don't even know if they make Boone's Farm no more.
See what I'm saying?
They just go to show
so
you.
The stuff. So I'm still stuck on the back in the day.
Yeah,
that was some hard. That was the hard liquor shit. They was
like that Cisco. And all that shit.
So I ain't do it back then. Liquor. Yeah, I can't ease me to it now. Yeah. That's one reason why.
But like for me personally, the reason I admire that so much is because it just kind of remind me of a quote that Nip said in one of his songs. He said, "Ain't no force in this world like a focused drive."
Right.
So when you on your note, fully functional 100% because you're not intoxicated or inebriated, you already have the edge on a person who may be more talented than you, but he in this bitch high. Mm-hmm. He and this bitch a little tipsy. Yeah. So he ain't all the way on point. Right. Like you all the way on point and you might not be as talented as him. So
all the time.
That's why they say hard work be talent when talent don't work hard. And that's just discipline. You know what I'm saying? So that's admirable, bro, especially in the society that we in. Like everybody's smoking weed now. Everybody drinking like
perks.
I didn't popping pills and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember it came a point I was like, man, when did everybody start smoking weed all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like a phenomenon. Like,
right.
You know, but that's just kind of what society broadcasts and advertise. So that's just kind of the people follow suit because social media has created a stigma mentally that is forcing people to be followers and they don't even know that they followers.
Vegans and weed smokers now.
That's it. That's it, bro. They followers and don't even know that they followers. That's why they notate it for you on your Instagram page. That's why most people who don't have a good grasp on who they are and their own self-identity. Right. If you look at their Instagram page, I guarantee you that they following more people that's following them because they have a followers mentality. Right. People who trying to figure it out gonna always put themselves in a position to be influential. Right. So they not gonna be following more people than they follow them because they understand that they got value to bring to the world. And I feel like you one of those people. Right. And that let me know that just off the simple fact when you was like, nah, bro, I ain't never drunk or smoked a day in my life. Right. You focus, bro. Focus drive, especially in a society where the attention span of the average person is so short now that they can't even. That's why music's shorter. Like we grew up in an era where rap songs had 3 verses and 3 hooks. Yeah. Now they might have 1 verse. Right. Because a motherfucker can't even just lock in long enough to listen to a 3.5 minute song. Right. Let alone accomplish something like creating a courier business. So it's pivotal to have people like you to overemphasize focus, completing what you started. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately having self-belief in yourself more than you have self-belief in the person that they working for. Right on. Right? Because you can that $276 a day that it take to make $100,000, you'll never get there if you split half of that with somebody on the totem pole that's sitting higher than you. Right. And he wiggling his toes in the sand. Exactly. So you got to create opportunities to where you can get the whole 276 for you and your family. Right. Right? All right, so, man, I'm going to ask you one more question before we go, man, because you've been giving us some game. I really appreciate it. So I already asked you 3 times. You ain't gave me nothing, so I got to ask one more time for my people out there, man. I know bro gonna tell me to go to the class. I'm gonna ask him one more time, man. So look. So how do you get your contracts, and how would you
All right, look.
give advice to a person who paid for the class, gave you the $200, they got their van, they ready to rock and roll, but they want to get their first contract?
So,
what advice would you give them to go about securing that?
So how to find a contract is really networking, right? So one of the things, how I got my first contract is I was working for a contract company. This contract company not really just, it ain't too much nothing, you know what I'm saying? Really on call, you just tell them when you can work. But they had me do on a special assignment, a medical route, and I did it twice. So the street mentality kicked in when I just said, you know what, I went straight to the lady and asked for that contract because I ran it already, and I cut the middleman out. So I cut that company out. So they don't even know to this day that the reason why they got
cut them out, that they ain't working.
Yeah,
no
they don't
more.
understand why that contract ain't coming back over to that contract company no more because I took it.
Yeah.
So I grabbed that one. So then I got my post office contract. The same place that I drop off for the nursing homes, it was another lady, she was unloading. So she had a white van. So we had a motherfucker in the white vans. Like I said, I always go to them. I could see a white van, I'm going to them to network, right? So I waited about a month because she drop off there every day. And I just asked her, I said, anybody got a route over there where you at? You got some more routes? And she was like, yeah, she turned me into a dispatcher, right? This is some good game I'm about to tell y'all. She gave me a dispatcher number. The only reason she gave me a dispatcher number because I spoke to her every day. We at the same place. I didn't just come to her soon as I seen her, right? Yeah. So I waited, spoke to her every day. Yeah, exactly. So when she gave me the number, the lady got on the phone dispatch. I called immediately. And then she said she got two contracts, one paying $175, one paying $240. But I was like, I already had a contract run that morning, so I couldn't run it. So she turned me on to the post office dude. So she gave me that number. She said, I know somebody got a post office with the restaurants. She gave me his number. We got on the phone, chopped it up. He gave it to me. The reason why he gave me his contract is because he thought I knew the dispatcher, and the dispatcher thought I knew that driver. And I didn't know none of them motherfuckers.
It was all perception.
You feel what I'm saying?
And it was all about position.
Yeah.
That's what luck is, man. Luck is when preparation meet opportunity.
Right.
Bro was prepared, and he got the opportunity, and then he turned it in what he turned it into, man.
Right.
So it ain't no such thing as luck, man. Luck is when preparation meet opportunity. So I always stay prepared.
Right. That's the best way, networking. The easiest way is networking because you know the work is right in front of you. You know that this person is running this. You looking right at them. You feel what I'm saying? They're just like looking for somebody that got some weed. You can't. I wouldn't. If weed was on the app online, I still wouldn't look for it. I'd rather just approach the person because they got it right there with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to do it face to face. But I know the contracts that could actually have them, and I give them out.
And that's crazy, right? Because I'm the type of person, like, I smoke a little weed, but I feel like weed smokers can always identify other weed smokers, right? And they know, like, man, that nigga like he smoke weed. So if you in a club or something and you want to get high, you can identify somebody that is kind of into the same shit you into. And 9 times out of 10, if you approach them, you'll be correct.
Right.
So if you can approach something that's really not advantageous to you financially and you can identify that, you should be able to identify those same opportunities that could be financially advantageous for you.
Right.
You should be able to identify, man, that person like they got some motion going on. Let me go pick their brain. Let me just go be a good human and just speak.
Right.
Right? Just plant a seed. If I just be a good person, ultimately, they might bless my game with some knowledge and information and I wasn't aware of.
Right.
And that's pretty much all that I'm getting from you. You was just a good person just speaking to the lady. Like, and then you notice, boom, she got the van. Mm-hmm. And then by you speaking and giving her something that didn't cost you nothing, she in turn gave you information and knowledge that was priceless to you.
Exactly.
So just man, so open your mouth, man. If we can find, if we know I know he got some weed, or I know he a hooper, or I know he rap, why don't you be able to identify those same opportunities that can monetize you an opportunity and put some money in your pocket and change the trajectory for you and your family and your future.
Right.
We got to, as people, we always say, black people don't help each other.
Right.
I don't find that to be true. I just feel like you got to go to the right black people that help each other. Mm-hmm. Because misery does love company. And I don't feel like that has a color line to it. I feel like that's everybody. But at the end of the day, you are who you hang around. So if I hang around 7 crackheads, I'm bound to be the 8th one. Right. But if I hang around 7 millionaires, I'm bound to be the 8th one. Right. So you gotta search for the information and knowledge that you trying to acquire from the right people, not the wrong people. And I feel like that's where we get misconstrued because we want the information, but we go into the wrong resources to acquire the information.
Mm-hmm.
You got to understand the game when it's in front of you. And I put it right in front of you, and bro, giving it to you right now. $200, hit him up. That's going to get you your LLC that costs more than the whole package that he's offering.
Do.
The LLC costs $300 alone, so he already saving you $100. $200 is going to get you your LLC. It's going to get you the class, and it's going to get you 30 contracts, 30 networking opportunities or potential contract opportunities.
And do your resume for you.
And he's going to do your resume in order to attain and acquire other financial opportunities, man. So if I haven't brought y'all any value or up until this point, this is, man, hey, Stevie Wonder can see that this is some real game, man. So I just hope that y'all take it and run with it. So look, bro, before we get up out of here, tell the people where they can find you. Give us some game on the class. Drop some information. When you hosting your next class, where is it located? And if somebody ready to get started right now, what they need to do, give it to them.
All right, so you can reach me on Darnell Bold and Raw on my IG, my TikTok. I come to Darnell Courier LLC. My class Monday through Sunday. I got my prices pinned on my page. You know what I mean? So you do your LLC for you, do your resume, you get the class, and you get the contract. $200 package. You want to get the whole thing, right? If you want to do it split up, $125 for the class, $65 for the LLC, $50 for the resume. You still get the 30 contracts that you can apply for. You know what I mean? And that's it. What?
That's it, man.
Yeah, that's it.
It's as simple as that, man. Look,
7 days a week, and I do Zoom.
Don't overcomplicate it, man. I'm giving y'all the game, man. Take it and run with it. It's 2023. It's the top of the year, man. Let's get it started on the right note, the right foot, and let's run this shit through the roof, man. There's enough money out here for everybody to get some because they print it. You know what I'm saying? So until the next time, this your boy K Mitch, and this is another episode of the Social Currency Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all follow us on YouTube at the Social Currency Podcast. I appreciate all the support. Grade 8 Dre behind the camera making it happen, bro. Nothing but bulletproof love for you. Brewster, shout out to Brewster. We had 6,000 views on the last video, so y'all make sure y'all tune into that. We had 5,000 views on the Alex Soria, and I think we like 6,200 on the Tavares Mack, man. So y'all stay tapped in. We close to 2,000 subscribers. So we working, man. We steadily establishing and building the platform, bro. And it's thanks to y'all. So y'all stay tuned in. My utmost gratification and appreciation to y'all, because I wouldn't be able to do what I do if it wasn't for the watchers, man. So, and he wouldn't be able to do what he doing and scale it and give y'all the game, man. So until next time, again, this is your boy K Mitch, and this is the Social Currency Podcast. Blah.
Never let your dream die. Never stop climbing for your goals. I know they seem high. Gotta learn to practice patience. Take your time and map your scheme out. Level up. Now you live a life these niggas dream about. They killed Martin Luther King. Don't never let your dream die. Never stop climbing for your goals. I know they seem high. Gotta learn to practice patience. Take your time and map your scheme out. Level up. Now you live a life these niggas dream about. Look, surrounded by filth, following faith. 3 words that describe my fate. Gotta be great. Plenty niggas stuck, staying